live. Audio is probably shit. I don't really care right now. Hopefully I can swap this damn camera. So I'm here at the Reunion Tower in Dallas, the observation deck. And I was just looking around at some different things and, the great view and all that. Just show you the view here. Flipping the camera. So you got the famous Dallas skyline, which looks awesome. Great view, you can see it's quite flat, so you can see all the way around. Impressive. Again, sorry if the audio shit. But I just noticed something. It took me a few minutes to notice this. So down there you can see Dealey Plaza, where JFK was shot in November 1963. It was looking at me the whole time and I just noticed this. You can see don't know if the route limousine took that way or whatever. Can't remember which way. I think maybe it went that way. You see the famous grassy knoll there. Apparently the guy who pulled the trigger for the final headshot was a guy called James Files in that area there, over the fence. And I believe that's the school book depository there. So fascinating. It's looking at me the whole time. Pretty timely considering the whole what happened recently with Trump. And I don't know, people say that wasn't real or whatever, or conspiracy. I don't really know myself. Really paid much attention to it. But yeah, Dealey Plaza. And I think that's kind of, for nowadays, that's quite considering what's happening in the States at the moment and the whole problem with mass treason and what the Marxists are doing. Even if that attempt on Trump wasn't real, there will be real ones. Anyone who represents opposition to the cult will be dealt with one way or another. So I think that's quite profound. So or symbolic or whatever. So how many years ago was that? 63 to 40, 50. Wait, 40 plus 61 years ago? 40 plus 20? Yeah. 61. That's right. 61 years, I think, in a couple of months' time. Be the anniversary. That's my math is off. No, it's right. Yeah, 63. So anyone who's so anyone doesn't know what I'm up to, if you missed any of the posts or stuff like that, I'm in the States at the moment, so I'm just promoting my book and trying to do as many interviews as I can. So if anyone has any suggestions for who I can talk to while I'm here, give me a shout. I'm open to all, conventional media, podcasters, anybody really looking to do video or audio interviews, willing to travel as well. So I'll be based in Dallas for a little bit. Not sure how long I'm going to be here. Not really sure what I'm doing next, to be honest. I'm kind of taking a leap of faith with this whole thing. And I think it's a good time to do this coming up to the elections, because the Americans are riddled with this ideology, riddled with Marxism, and definitely they need some help with analysts, which is why I'm here. So hopefully they'll appreciate what I'm doing and kind of help me out. So I'm not sure what my plans are next. I might try and go to Florida, some of the other southern states, and where there's more conservative, kind of Republican, fan base there, so they'll understand what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'll be doing next. Check that out. That's quite a view. Incredible. I just came from Europe, and I was around a few different places in Barcelona. I was in Malta as well, and they don't have stuff like that there. Buildings are all quite much older, narrow streets. So I've only seen this stuff in films before, so it's been quite a culture shock. So while I'm showing you the skyline here, I suppose I'll talk about some other bits and pieces. I did a great space the other night on X, Honey Badger, who was kind enough to let me come on. I spoke to some Americans and some British as well about what's happening, and it's good, got a good reception. So people are catching on. Once you point out, join the dots with people, they sort of catch a little bit more the significance of the message in my book. And I feel like I've been going around the houses talking about the symptoms of the problem without looking at the problem itself, which is Marxism and Marxist indoctrination. Dallas, Texas is known as being kind of mostly traditionally Republican state, but there's still plenty here who are brainwashed as well. So I'm going to find out what's what. I'm going to be going into the middle. I presume like downtown's in there somewhere. I'm going to be going in there, and I'm going to be talking to people in the streets. I'm going to be wearing a t-shirt. I'll flip this for a minute. I'll be wearing a t-shirt, a green t-shirt that says Save Ireland with hashtag Save Ireland on it. And so just to catch people's attention. I'm going to have business cards. I'm going to set my camera, have my lavalier mic and a couple of recorders so I can actually interview people in the street and see if they have a clue about what's happening in Ireland. Just out of curiosity, see if any of them have a clue, because I know the Americans are dealing with their own issues here, but I'm sure a lot of them don't really understand exactly what's happening in Ireland. So I'm keen to do that and see what they have to say. Might as well go for a stroll there. So amazing views. It's really flat here. I was told it was quite a flat area, so you can actually see for miles. No mountains or nothing. It just goes on and on. Everything's like bigger here. To be honest, I never really bother going live, so it's just a spontaneous thing. Just thought, why not? Beautiful. So I hope you're all enjoying the war for civilization anyway right now. Here in Ireland, they're bringing in some new shit. There's some talk recently about some book in the education system. Radical sex ed stuff or whatever it is, who knows. So the plan is, I'm going to be going ambitious with approaching people for interviews and stuff. So I'm going to be approaching any big podcast or any big interviewer I can kind of get into and get interviewed by. When you're approaching anybody, have have to be ambitious enough just to get the Americans to notice what I'm doing, because so far I've gotten really good reception from them, and you know, America's kind of at the moment is heading for a civil war over this stuff, you know. So in the words of Tony Montana, Scarface, they need people like me to come in and analyze this stuff. I'm not the only one, but if anyone's watching, send us a comment there if anyone's watching.